This is Queenzflip. I'm live in Jamaica. There's been a lot of things going on since I've been in Jamaica. A lot of things on the platform that's been going on. You know, regarding Shampoo and comments that were made about Nipsey. First and foremost, I want to apologize on behalf of Shampoo, me being the leader, for his comments. Even though we don't stand by his comments, Shampoo is still part of my platform, and I want to apologize on behalf of him. To anybody that was offended or affected by the comments that he made. And before I get into the repercussions of Shampoo's actions, I want to answer a question that numerous people ask me. Why do I deal with Shampoo? And I'm in Jamaica right now. Gotta pay attention to how I drive. Shit crazy out here. You know, we drive on the opposite side out here. So, Shampoo is a lovable guy. Keep it 100. I know I act mean to him and I be on some bullshit, but in all reality, I got the utmost respect for Shampoo. He's a friend of mine. He's somebody that I look up to for advice, even though it may seem like I'm not. He's somebody I look up to for advice. He's somebody that I really respect in this industry. Why I act like that the way I act with Shampoo is because, you know, him being a veteran in this game and him being somebody who people respect. When he came to my platform, it was sort of like a temper tantrum baby type thing, showing that I was in control, which I didn't have to. When he first came, he came respectfully. You know, he was one of the first people to bring something to the studio as a gift, and we appreciate that. And I genuinely like him. He put money in my pocket for the TMS thing, even though he didn't listen and went behind my back to deal with TMS when I told him not to, because TMS was going through stuff. Even though he did that, he didn't listen. But at the end of the day, things happen. He put money in my pocket, came to my crib, showed my kids love. It's been a lot of, you know, and so on and so forth. Been a lot of questionable shit. Oh shit, traffic. There's been a lot of questionable shit that Shampoo does or have done on my platform. A lot of things he have said, and a lot of things I have let slide. You know, when YouTube really came down with the after the Tariq Noel video, and YouTube came down with the demonetization and the review because of all the complaints. And I don't know if the trolls are complaining, but I got that. So I didn't want to lose a source of income as a businessman. So, you know, we came down on Shampoo, like, Shampoo, chill, be more mindful. You know, we had a talk with him. Ray, cool. Now, that's where things, you know, I started to get a little offended by Shampoo, because I'll tell him, don't say certain things, don't do certain things, because people will intentionally report it. All they gotta do is a new report options where you report, you take a certain clip that you report. Once YouTube review it, they can determine if they're going to give me a strike or demonetize. And a lot of the times I get demonetized. Me and Shampoo had an arrangement of, you know, ask Shampoo go on the channel, he could record it for free, because of the, honestly, the fan base that he had, and the fact that people wanted to see him. You know, I'm not gonna lie, people wanted to see Shampoo. And as a businessman, my job was to capitalize on that. You know, initially, when I had him come on the platform, I spoke to Star. Star gave me the permission, because that's the type of time I was on. But still, at the same time, you know, I built my own rapport with Shampoo. I talked to him about a lot of the comments, and I'm gonna get into the whole mini situation too. I talked to him about a lot of the comments that deemed crazy. I spoke to Shampoo a lot about a lot of things, privately, publicly. I can admit that I did handle Shampoo without respect on some occasions. I did talk down on him, which I shouldn't have, because he's my elder. And as a businessman, I should have just went to the side and talked to him to the side. you know what I mean, privately. I try to just maintain a mystique about me, not try to be too friendly, because I feel every time I'm too friendly, you know, when I get too friendly, lines become blurred. And, you know, this is a situation that's going on with a lot of other people, but lines become blurred. So I try to maintain a sort of like dominance or sort of like boss type exterior, you know, but with Shampoo, man, he's a lovable guy. I love him. Friend of mine. I genuinely respect him. I wish nothing but the best for Shampoo. I think that Shampoo talent is underrated, and it needs to be put on a higher platform so people can see, because and Shampoo don't need me. People think Shampoo doesn't need me at all. He doesn't need me to be popping. His voice alone, he's king of all blacks. I watch people in the street stop him. Older people, of course, but he can communicate with all types of age, or all ages. I watch him do it. That's the genius in his craft. So he's truly radio. So when he says slick comments or crazy comments, he look at it as radio. And this is radio. I don't mean to do it. You know, I should be able to say what I want to say, and to his credit, he should be. But not when it affects people and things can happen. That's where things get crazy. So that's me talking about my relationship with Shampoo, and I care about him. So let's get about, you know, the recent events. You know what I mean? I talked to Shampoo plenty of times about the underage comments and stuff, because of, you know, I was spoke to by my sponsors. I took pictures, I showed it. There are a lot of guys on Instagram that take certain things from me, like me throwing Lansky out the chair, me threatening to punch Lansky face, and they send it to Maestros. You know what I mean? It's messed up. You know, one of the guys, he apologized. You know, I speak to him in the DM. I think it's like Hard or something, 9091 or whatever. I mean, he apologized and said he could have handled it better, and he support. So I salute him. You know, because the apology, you know, the apology was dope. He didn't have to apologize. And he was like, yo, Flip, you know what I mean? I apologize. I could have handled it better. I'm in Kingston right now. So people send things to Maestros, and they send it to me because of the rapport we have. Ghost, the guy, the owner, he sends it to me. Yo, this is what they send it. Be careful. We don't like this. We can't represent this. Cool. So I talked to Shampoo about a certain amount of comments. Shampoo, you gotta chill. He kept doing it until we got serious. Then he stopped. He slowed down a little bit because he still joked. So now let's go to the recent events. So I'm in Jamaica. I hear what Shampoo says. And, you know, I hit Space Ghost up. Space Ghost, you know, assured me that it wasn't on my YouTube channel, but Shampoo was talking about certain things. So I said, Space Ghost, you deal with it. I'll talk to you tomorrow. This was at night, 10 at night. The next morning, which was yesterday morning, I got more details that the channel, the YouTube video, got 171 dislikes. That Shampoo was saying some things and pertaining to the Nipsey Hussle situation that offended a lot of people. I got over 17 DMs about not supporting, not donating anymore because of what Shampoo was doing. But that wasn't the icing on the cake. The icing on the cake was when people from the streets reached out to me, reached out to Bino, knowing where the studio is because Mano records there, or recorded there, sorry. Mano was next door, or is next door, and saying that we pulling up and we know when he records and we want to see him. You know, Nipsey Hussle touched a lot of people. Nipsey Hussle death is a tragic death, very sad, very messed up. And for anybody to say anything to disrespect that man or even joke around, you know, offends people, or it's just not right. So that's what was happening. Yo, we coming up there, we don't care, we know what day he record. Now, me being who I am, I'm like, yo, you know, it's not that serious, let's figure it out. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in all that extra stuff. Being real, like, I do believe in it. I'm lying, I believe in it. But I don't think it's necessary based off who Shampoo is. But at the same time, I can't tell people, certain people from the industry who's official, who to represent and who not to represent. Everybody isn't playing. Everybody doesn't find your jokes humorous. And this is why I'm gonna get into the whole Alexa and Georgie thing. I'm gonna open up about that. Everybody doesn't find his jokes serious. So in order for me to keep a peace of mind And because now it comes from, they call Bino, they hit me up. Now it comes from real shit, like real street stuff. This is what we're gonna do. Am I supposed to put everybody in danger? I'm ready to handle what I'm gonna handle, and I back Shampoo, because Shampoo could tell you he had a situation with a group of guys, and he was threatened, and I stood on his side. He'll tell you, I stood with him. Shampoo is not a guy of violence, a guy from the streets. He just wants to be a radio guy. He doesn't proclaim to be it. He doesn't want to be it. He leaves that up to the people that wants to be it. He has his lane. Shampoo will call the cops. He has admitted it. What Shampoo gotta understand is there's a lot of people that work on that platform that this has affected. And it's affected people because now when people threatening things and know the days, they're violating anybody that they see up there. You know, except for me, you know what I'm saying? Because they know me. But then they put me in a position like, yo, Flip, what you gonna do, Flip? Like, are you co-signing this? He's on your show. It comes down on me. So now it gotta be like phone call here, face-to-face here. All that unnecessary stuff based off of a man wanting to entertain the people. Based off of a man that takes things too far. Based off of a man who I respect tremendously, but just goes too far. And it's a lot of stuff that I'm dealing with, man. I'm in Jamaica dealing with personal issues. You know, rest in peace to my cat. My cat Red died. I'm going through a lot of personal stuff. It's a lot. But, you know, I stay strong for the team. And it's just a lot to deal with. So when I get the call and I'm like, okay, I got to make a decision. You know what I mean? Because now it's like, it becomes dangerous for everybody up there. And if people that's not built like that, that's not from the streets, even though a lot of you say, yo, what is this? Is this Southside or is this YouTube? It's YouTube. But when you affect and offend people, the streets come out. My background is from a street background. Whether you believe it or not, whether you want to believe it, whether you want to give me credit, my background is from that type of background. I grew up in that. That's what, if you watch all the Flip the Script interviews, a lot of people know me from the streets. They don't know me from comedy. They know me from issues. I didn't win everything. I took L's before. I'm not perfect. But one thing about it is I earned my respect. And when somebody called me to give me that courtesy call, like, we not feeling that. What you gonna do? And I know Shampoo not built like that. Shampoo is not gonna jump out the window if we going through it in front. He's not gonna do all that. Why would I put everybody else in danger based off of Shampoo's comments? People don't care about none of that. They see you outside, you rock with Shampoo, they violating. That's just the truth about it. And it becomes a street matter. So now, Shampoo's punishment, I said to say Shampoo's punishment, first of all, everybody not playing. Shampoo's punishment would be, Shampoo would be suspended for 30 days. Just till things cool down. 30 days of a suspension and a fine of $1,000. He may not want to pay the $1,000. People can donate to get Shampoo back on there. Or he may feel like, yo, Flip, I got no time for this. I'm gonna just quit. Whatever Shampoo decide, I wish the best for him and I support him 100% because I think he's a talent. I look up to Shampoo. You hearing it from me? I Trevor Queenzflip Robinson, look up to Shampoo. Period. So if he decides like, yo, Flip, this is not my thing, I don't like it, I quit. Wherever he wants to bring it, he can bring it. But Shampoo'S will be off my channel for 30 days, Quiet Room channel, and it's $1,000 fine to get back. If you guys want to donate, you can. If not, you know, I wish Shampoo the best. I would hate to see him go, but I have to be fair all across the board. And also, I'm even willing to work out certain things with Shampoo because since the TMS video didn't finish, I think that it's right that, you know, he get a certain amount of money back. So, but that's the price. It's up to Shampoo what he's gonna do. Now let's talk about everybody's not playing. Alexa says that she doesn't know, or implies that she really doesn't know where the Georgie stuff stems from. She doesn't talk about people. So I don't know. And Alexa, for the most part, Alexa is a talented girl that I met. Beautiful personality, very caring. Georgie and I, you know, we got history. You know, we have our ups and downs. But at the end of the day, you know, Georgie is a friend. She's a friend of mine. I knew her for years. We've been through a lot, and that's just what it is. I am my own person. Those women are their own person. So let me get down to what's going on. Since the rumor came out that Queenzflip always have favoritisms, Alexa and I had a private conversation by the elevator pertaining to Georgie. I don't need to get into details, but we had a private conversation. I was on live with Alexa 2 days later, going at Alexa, just trolling her because I like to see her reaction. Let me pull over because I'm on there. Excuse me. Let me pull over real quick. I like to see her reaction. I like to see Alexa mad. So I'm just trolling her, bothering her. I do that when her reaction is there. It's funny. She makes this funny face. She turns red. It's funny. I did that. I was trolling her, and by me trolling her, somebody wrote a comment. Somebody wrote a comment about Georgie, and I think it was saying that Alexa, you know, Flip, you be doing something, you talking to Alexa like that, but something with Georgie naming it, or Alexa looks better than Georgie, something like that. Something that Alexa pinned. That's where it all started. Now when Alexa pinned that, somebody called Georgie or hit her up, and Georgie so happened to come on my live. Now when Georgie came on my live, I ain't gonna lie, as the troublemaker I am, I repeated what you said. Like, oh, why did you pin Georgie? So Georgie can see that it happened. So that was some sucker shit on my part. Like, that wasn't no grown man shit. That wasn't no 45 days of positivity. That wasn't being a leader. That was just being some sucker shit. But sometimes, you know, I get into tit for tat, and I shouldn't have did that. So I brought that to Georgie's attention. Georgie spoke to me privately. Was everything all right? What's going on with this young lady? I said, nah, she just pinned something to get at me. And I told Alexa the same thing, like, yo, you shouldn't do that. Alexa said, yo, with all due respect, Flip, I didn't pin anything to get at Georgie. I pinned it to get at you because I know that's your soft spot. That's what Alexa told me. I didn't do it to disrespect Georgie. I have no problem with her. And I would even DM her. This is what she said. I would even DM her and let her know there's no issue. It's the first incident, the pin the comment incident. So, all right, cool. I said, now you don't need to do that. I'll take care of it. Now, fast forward. Georgie is at the studio one day in the other room. She don't know I'm live with Alexa. She's working with Sketch. And I tell Alexa on the live, and I'm gonna show you the video. I'm bringing proof. I'm gonna tell you on the live. I'm gonna show you. I said on the live to Georgie, like, yo, no one. I said on the live to Alexa that, yo, I care about everybody. And Georgie said, I care about everybody. You can watch the footage right here. I said on the live to Georgie, to Alexa, and Georgie yelled in the background, lies! When Georgie yelled, Alexa thought it was Jenna. I said, no, that's Georgie. Then Alexa did a funny face. Watch it right here. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Flip got a soft spot for her. I got a soft spot for everybody on my team. I'm just saying.
Is that Jenna?
No, it's Georgie.
Oh. Oh, she don't like the soft spot you have for me.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna make it softer.
Stop. Bye. I gotta go. Bye.
Say something, nigga. Gonna be on time to him. All right, y'all. I'm off this.
Now, when Alexa did that, funny face, Georgie got offended by that because it's like, I guess Alexa was playing, but Georgie, first of all, Georgie is mad. Not mad. Let me not say it. She's not mad. Georgie didn't like the fact that you pinned a comment that stated that you look better than her or Alexa is better than Georgie. Even though Alexa didn't pin it to get at Georgie, it was to get at me. And then the second thing is that, sorry, is the allergies. I think I don't know. The second thing is that Georgie, now, when she heard about this, because Alexa did it on her live, she said, oh, I'm going to make the spot softer. She's saying Georgie is mad because because I had a soft spot for Alexa. Which was a wrong narrative. That's not what it was. Georgie didn't even know I was talking to Alexa. Georgie didn't know I was live because she was working on art with Sketch. So now it's like strike two. So now it's like, so Georgie's like, all right, you pin a disrespectful comment, even though you didn't mean to get at me, and you say that. Leave me out of whatever you and Flip got going on. That's Georgie's standpoint. So after that happened, if somebody sent it to Georgie or Georgie gets winds of it, she writes in a group. She writes in a group right here. She writes in a group what she says. Georgie and tells me you can speak to her, or I'm gonna speak to her. We speak to her on three-way. I'm like, nah, Alexa don't mean that, Georgie. Alexa's cool. Don't worry about her. It's not that serious. Something that I started, whatever. So I call Alexa on the phone. I let her know that Georgie puts a message in the group, and she just wants you to leave her out of this. You know what I'm saying? Leave her out of things because you keep poking and seeming like you be trying to be funny, and she doesn't like it. Alexa said, yeah, okay, and hung up. Okay, it's cool. Then Alexa go live. I told Alexa, don't mention her, don't reference her. Now people saying that, yo, Flip, you trying to stop Alexa from being herself. You trying to stop Alexa from freedom of speech. I'm not trying to stop Alexa from freedom of speech. I'm not trying to stop Alexa from being herself. I'm not trying to do that. I think that who Alexa is wonderful. I think that Alexa's talent is who she is. But everybody's not playing. So if I tell you for peace of mind and for sanity, leave this girl alone. Don't talk about her. Don't mention her. Don't be funny. Just do so. So then Alexa goes on a live again and talk about niggas being grown, niggas being offended. You could watch niggas being grown, niggas being offended. Niggas should have bills to pay. You could watch it here.
I just look at it as I'm 24 and only getting older. And I mean, shit that goes on the internet and shit like that, I can't let stress me. If someone has a fucking problem, I feel unless I do something that violates you or your family, you really shouldn't have a problem with me. There was another instance where someone was like, oh, you said my name on your live, while someone else was in the live. I don't know what the fuck that person's talking about, and I don't really give a fuck. I'm fucking grown. You're gonna really, and you're grown too, you're gonna really say something about someone saying your name on a live. Did I say anything bad about you? No. Okay, did something come out of it? Did something right? No. Okay, so what the fuck is the fucking problem? What are we even talking about? Why are things like that even being addressed? We're fucking adults. That's weird. Motherfuckers should have mortgages to pay or shit to actually worry about, not shit like that. That's drama I would probably do. You do shit like that when you're really, really bored. But we're fucking adults in the real world. We should never be really, really, really bored. Not that bored. The fuck? Sunday fun day though.
So now Georgie's saying that, okay, now I want to see her and talk to her face to face. Now Georgie wants to speak to her face to face. Because it's okay, I'm going to speak to her, Flip, and I'm not on no beef shit. I'm going to just chop it up with her. So now you may say, Flip, this thing that Alexa did may not apply to Georgie. It's not true. Me, Stace, Asia Star, Coley. What was there? Even we all was there talking to Alexa about it. Alexa, you're wrong. You're throwing shots at, and Alexa admitted that, yes, I did say that, and I didn't mean to say that. Alexa said that. I didn't mean to say about the mortgage thing. Alexa told me that. I didn't mean to say that, but I feel like that we're grown. If you have an issue, come speak to me. And with all credit, I give Alexa that credit. You're right. But sometimes you know people, you just try to avoid an issue. And Alexa feel like, yo, everybody is grown, we should have a conversation. But Alexa said those comments, which was taken as a shot and which was disrespectful to me and a couple of people. And Alexa agreed that that one part about the mortgage may have been disrespectful. And she didn't mean it. She said it in front of all of us. But she stood on her square. Can't change who she is. The thing is, I try to tell Alexa is that if you're not from a certain type of life, you gotta chill. If you're talking about lawyers and police and stuff, you just gotta chill because some people react different. Everybody is not playing. And now Minnie, you know, she goes on a rant, not a rant, but she's putting up footages trying to disrespect the platform. Minnie was the same girl who got upset at me for not wanting to talk to her in my car or not wanting to be her friend.
Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
Minnie was the same girl that talked about not wanting to be a friend. Minnie was the same girl that said 99% of guys are rapists. 99% guys are rapists. 90% guys. Minnie's the same girl that was talking crazy to Georgie. And even though I started that, and I regret that whole camping trip situation, it all turned bad. That was supposed to be me taking everybody. It makes me afraid to take people out on a trip again. That was just all of us supposed to get together and have fun, bro. That was wrong. I caused that. I feel bad for that. That's why I didn't want Minnie to leave. That was the first time. So for Minnie to paint a narrative, but Minnie did tell Georgie, yo, step to the side, sis. Or Georgie, she went like this. She shooed Georgie, go pray. Even though I started it. So I take blame for that camping trip. Same time, and then the day before that, Georgie forgot her license. And Georgie was in the car and not screaming, but she was aggravated. Because she's like, yo, I don't go nowhere without my ID, Flip. I'm like, yo, Georgie, calm down. I'm trying to... And Minnie like, yo, you don't go to an ID. She's like basically saying like, that's weird. Like, nobody's gonna lock you up. We're all together. This is what she's telling Georgie. So Georgie gets offended. So Georgie let that go. So the next day it happened. Everybody's not playing. That's the point of these stories. So we could paint all these narratives. Minnie could paint the narrative. Alexa, whomever. Everybody's not playing. So y'all say, yo, you have Georgie's side. You have favoritism. I don't have no favoritism. I don't. There's no favoritism, period. I call it what I call it. Georgie's not a person to play like that because we seen her not play like that. So it's like, okay, but if anybody wants to do, everybody is grown, everybody should be held responsible. Alexa is right. Alexa feels like certain things should be handled a certain way. Cool. I respect Alexa and her wishes. Georgie feel like certain things should be handled a certain way. Cool, I respect them and their wishes. Only thing I take responsibility for is the Minnie situation. Minnie is over there talking about, yo, Flip, you have a lot of power. She's recording people talking negative about the platform to her. She's putting up screenshots and audio. Fine. Minnie haven't been on the platform for a long time. I don't know why she's doing it. She wrote and said, Flip, you could change things. I don't know what she wants me to change. You know, the situation going on behind her face, I had meetings and all that. That's neither here nor there. I wish the best for everyone. Period. Wish the best for everyone. We all grown. We all should be held responsible for what we're doing. Excuses are the tools for the weak and incompetent. They lead and build bridges to nowhere. Me, I'm on some peaceful stuff. I don't want no drama. I'm 30 days rebuilding. I'm not condoning no drama. I want to stay far away from drama. Facts. I want to be about my business and get into the bag and give you guys quality content. I want to squash all situations because it's dumb. It's not funny. It's not cute. I mean, I like Alexa's, you know, I don't care attitude, but I'm not going to encourage it because it's not funny. And she's talented. I don't want to see her off the platform. I don't want to see her away, but it is what it is. So I just don't want everybody painting the narrative like I'm having favoritism. I don't have favoritism. Yeah, I knew Georgie longer. Yeah, you know, we go back and forth, but that's where it stops. It's no favoritisms. And it may look like that, but I gravitate to the people that I know longer. I gravitate to the people that I'm more comfortable with. And I want y'all to respect that and understand that. And please don't write those comments. I don't want nobody fighting. I don't want nobody disagreeing. I don't want that. And the reason why I'm talking about this, because it was talked about publicly already. And I just want to put things in perspective, because the narrative is painted that I'm picking Georgie's side over Alexa's side. That I picked Georgie's side over Minnie's side. I'm in the middle. Fair is fair, right is right. And what happens is that a person like Georgie who reacts the way she reacts, when she reacts, she looks like the bad guy. And regardless of that, I don't want her looking like the bad guy. If she doesn't need to be looked like that as a bad guy, if she's not causing the trouble. That's just me. That's for anybody. If Alexa was in that position, I would be like that with Alexa. If anybody was in that position, I would be like that. So you be the judge. I apologize once again on Shampoo behalf. I gotta get up out of here. Got a flight to catch. Queens.